Hello children, in grade 6 lesson 2 the earlier society, today we are going to start new chapter. So the earlier society means old society. Now we all know the meaning of prehistory. Prehistory is the earliest period in the history of humans when they did not know how to read and write. All our information about this period comes from fossils such as bones and skeletons and artifacts such as tools, cave paintings and potteries. Since no written records are available, our knowledge about the prehistoric period is very limited. Before starting to the next topic, there are few questions comes in our mind. Do children during that period or in the prehistoric period early time go to school as you go to school today? Do they were having shelter or houses to live? How they were looked? Do they look like us? What they were eating? What do you know about? So, prehistoric days, there are some questions comes to in our mind very quickly. Do you know about the various stages of human evolution? Million years back, human beings did not appear the same as we appear now. From that time, many evolutions took places for the human beings to develop and changes become what we are today. Now, what is evolution of humans? Evolution means the gradual development of something. Evolution is the change in the characteristics of species over the several generations. Species means people or the things having common characteristics. So, thought about some of the skills that you use on a daily basis. How about some of these skills that you are having or that you give you an advantages over other things around you? You can walk, you can talk, you can stand, you can think. So it is said that the early man evolved from apes like creature. Many physical changes appeared during this period. Human beings could not stand the upright position and could balance body weight. Modern human beings, Homo sapiens, first appeared on the earth about 2 lakh years ago. Scientists believe that they evolved or developed from hominins. Hominins were not human beings, but they had characteristics similar to humans. Hominins could walk, stand erect, and knew the art of making fire. They do not exist anymore, but they lived on the earth for many thousand years ago. So life on the earth began 3000 million years ago. During evolution, how humans' physical appearance changed. We used to walk on our legs and hands. However, with the time we began to walk on our 2 legs. Along with this, our brain started develop. Hence, we were able to think new ideas to live. Our limbs, fingers, size of brain changed. We have changed our habits. People started living in societies or in groups. Their eating habits changed. They invented fire. They started using animals. So we belong to Pongid like chimpanzee class or gorilla class. 60 million years ago, our primates or ancestors or Pongid class acquired some important characteristics. They started evolving. When we are talking about our hominins or the human beings, we are going to look at 5 different early hominids that they had special abilities that gave them advantages over other species around them. So humans first appear in Africa. From Africa, people started moving out. From Pongid, we became hominins, and from hominins, we became Homo sapiens. So we will categorize human evolution into 5 hominins. The first is Australopithecus. So this species found in Africa belonged to an early hominid. This species was named as Australopithecus afrinis. Nickname is Lucy. They lived 3 to 4 million years ago. They had some excellent capabilities compared to other animals. They walked on 2 feet. Since the hands were free, they could carry food easier and defend themselves. The second one is Homo habilis, or the handyman. In reference to their ability to make tools, this type of hominids lives around 1.5 to 2 million years ago. They are noted for their ability to make tools because of their larger brain size. Handyman figured out that making tools was the key of their longer survived. Another one is that the third type of hominid is discovered on the island of southern coast of Asia and Europe, that is a Homo erectus. They were able to stood straight up. Homo erectus lived from 1.8 millions to 2 lakh BCE. They were good walkers and runners. Upright men had larger brains which allowed them to create more complex tools, and they were having ability to use fire. Scientists also believe that they built shelters to protect themselves from harsh climate and wild animals. The other one is Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens discovered in Germany near Nindar Valley. They lived from 230,000 to 30,000 years ago. In Africa, Europe and Asia, they had larger brain than previous hominids. This larger brain allowed to become more skilled, advanced tools makers. What really helped them was their ability to work together. They hunt in organized group. They would work together to surround and trap an animal. These species become extinct. The first prehistoric cave painting was discovered in 1879. This cave was decorated with painting of deer, bison, wild horses and boars. The people who created these type of paintings are the earliest members of our own group of humans called Homo sapiens. 2 times Homo sapiens or doubly wise men. So when human beings appeared, they learned how to adapt to their challenges environment. They know how to hunt and how useful fire was, and they knew how to hunt in a group. They had learned all these from their early predecessors, from hominins. So these people, they started living in group. During the prehistoric period, life was very different from what we can imagine today. The early humans did not know how to grow their own food. Moreover, they had to protect themselves from wild beast and predator, as well as the rain, icy winter. So early humans were known as hunter-gatherers. They hunted animals for their meat and gathered fruits, roots, honey, berries, nuts, etc. from forest. Early humans were nomadic. Nomadic means they moved from place to place in search of more food and water. When animals that they hunted moved to distant places, the early human beings depend on them and were compelled to move with them. So they also moved from place to place to escape the harsh climatic conditions. In the prehistoric era, humans lived in caves and small primitive huts made of twigs, logs, and animal skin. They stitched animal hide and barks to make clothes. Early humans also used a variety of tools made of stones, sticks, and bones to protect themselves from wild animals, to hunt animals, and chop trees, etc. Just give a quick thought. Many questions comes in our mind. How easy or difficult do you think the life was for early humans who used stone tools? Or the early humans led a carefree and fun-filled life? If yes, they had no responsibilities like we have in present day, like getting up early morning, study, job, saving for future, etc. Then there was no law, rules, and regulations to limit their actions. Then, if no, they lived a very uncertain and dangerous life in harsh conditions. They always had to defend themselves from wild animals. They did not have the facilities and the convenience that we have today that helps make our life easier. These people used to live in caves. So how early people they lived their life? Reasons for relocating, why these people they were nomadic, why these people they were moving from one place to another place. So one after another I will explain you. The first is a food together. See children, in the morning before you come to school, you have nothing to worry. Everything is packed, everything is ready to eat, your breakfast, your lunch. But this was not the same for them. They need to search their food and they were not having the way to store food. The system was not like that today. So in search of food, these people move from one place to another. Fruit, cereals, whatever were getting in natural way, they were collecting that because they were having no idea to grow crops. Once in one place where the fruits were over or consumed, the all things, then they were not having the other way to move from one place to another. So the other thing is hunting. These people, they used to hunt animals. They were eating raw meat. So they were chasing the animals to get their food. Animals were always moving from one place to another place in search of their food. So people also chasing animals for their food. Okay, and the other thing is seasonal changes. Weather changed. Force them to migrate from one place to another place. So how the seasonal or the weather changing, they were compelling to move from one place to another place, because if you will see children here, rivers. So if in winter season the rivers or the water is frozen around you, or in summer there is no water, or sometimes the lakes and the rivers were seasonal and would dry up, or around you this everything is frozen, then hence they had to go to search water to the other places. And the other thing is that in search of not only the water, these people they were moving from one place to another place to get a flowing water. Suppose again in winter season everything is frozen, then they need a flowing water to use. So water is necessity, water is our life. So but slowly, gradually, people started learning that how they can control their life in better way. So children, they started evolving, they started evaluating themselves. So a series of slow change in living things from which it developed to its current state or form over a long period of time is called the evolution. So children, here see, only hands were not enough to perform all activities as they lived their life. Just an example, what do we need in order to perform many of other activities or daily routine, what we do our activities? For example, if you want to cut vegetables or if you want to cut a paper, what do you need? You need different tools. So you need to cut vegetables and you need scissor to cut paper. Now, have you ever imagined that how did early men perform all their activities? Even they need tools, at the starting, early men did not know anything about metals. So definitely they did not have such knives. Then what did they do? How did they survive? Well, and had stone tools. They had stone tools. So they made tools out of stones, as they used these tools for hunting, for fishing and hunting animals. Why they were using only stones? Because stones were used because it's easy available in nature. Then see children, 2 million years ago humans brain developed and they started making tools. Gradually they started using stones to kill or hunt animals. As this way the beginning of Stone Age. And this was the beginning of Stone Age. Slowly they learned to sharp stones. They started hitting the stones once against the other stone. So they started chipping the stones to give them sharp edges. So stones were extremely useful and were used for hunting animals, cutting meat, chopping trees, scraping skins and barks. So and also for making tools from bones and sticks. They were also used to clear forest and cut woods. The timber wood then used as a firewood and was also used to make houses and implements. So children, our ecologists have divided prehistoric stone tools into 3 main categories: core tools, flake tools, blade tools. So core tools were using for pounding, smashing and throwing. Flake tools, scraping and slitting. Blade tools were using as knives, as we are using today. So these evolved into the special tools such as the arrowheads, spears and the knives. Phases of Stone Age. We can study the prehistoric period or the Stone Age by dividing it into 3 phases: Paleolithic Age, Old Stone Age, Mesolithic Age, Middle Stone Age, Neolithic Age, New Stone Age. So the word lithic is derived from the Greek word lith, meaning stone. So paleo means old, meso means middle, and while neo means new. So Paleolithic Age, Old Stone Age, Mesolithic Age means Middle Stone Age, Neolithic Age means New Stone Age. So before starting all this in detail, first we will know about the time periods of this Stone Age. So Paleolithic Age time period it starts from 2 million years ago BCE and it ended around 12,000 BCE. Mesolithic Age started from 12,000 BCE to 10,000 BCE. Neolithic Age started from 10,000 BCE to 4,000 BCE. So Paleolithic Age, first we will learn Paleolithic Age in detail. See children, Paleolithic Age was the longest period in earliest society. So the Paleolithic Age began roughly around 2 million years ago and ended 12,000 years ago. During this period, the early humans lived in caves near rivers and lakes and they hunted animals, gathered wild berries and fruits to sustain themselves. Archaeologists have found a variety of stone tools from Old Stone Age. These include clubs, scrapers, choppers, hand axes, bows and arrows. Now further we will divide the Paleolithic Age into 3 parts, 3 periods. So Paleolithic Age, when we are dividing into 3 ages, first stage is a Lower Paleolithic Age, then Middle Paleolithic Age, then last Upper Paleolithic Age. So what are the features of these different 3 periods in a Paleolithic Age? In a Lower Paleolithic Age, children, people, they were using all the cobbled flakes and these flakes were the rounded shaped flakes. And this period is also called as the Ice Age because the climate during this era was extremely cold and many parts of the earth were covered with ice. So in India, the oldest artifacts were found near the Shivalik range and Son Valley in Punjab, which is now in Pakistan. A number of hand axes have been found in these regions. And another one is in the Middle Paleolithic age, the main tools were used to scrapers and borers. Around this time, early humans began to live in groups or tribes, developed culture forms such as cave paintings, rock arts, and also started practice of burying the dead bodies. Then Upper Paleolithic age, the last phase of the Upper Paleolithic age, that time the climate also became a bit warmer. The most common tools in this age were blade and birins. Along this, advanced darts and fishing hooks were also used by earliest people. So in India, Upper Paleolithic sites have been found at Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh and in Chota Nagpur, that is in Jharkhand. And discovery of fire. The discovery of fire was undoubtedly one of the most important feature of the Old Stone Age. So already these people, they were knowing the fire, that is the form of the forest fire, but they were not knowing how to use it, how to create it. First, how to create it. So one day they accidentally produced fire by carelessly rubbing two stones against each other. So the controlled use of fire not only helped early humans to cook their food, but also kept them warm during the harsh winter of the Ice Age. And their earliest evidence of controlled use of fire has been found at the lower Paleolithic site of the Gesher Binot Yaakov in Israel, with charred woods, and the seeds were recovered from the sites dated 790,000 years ago. Is Mesolithic Age and Neolithic Age. Mesolithic age is made up of two words. Meso means middle and litho means stones. Mesolithic age considered to be around 12,000 years ago till about 10,000 years ago. What exactly changed in Mesolithic age? Earth became warmer, ice melted, and many bigger animals died. Earth became greener and there were denser forests. People started hunting small animals. These animals were very fast in running, so blunt tools were not enough to kill them. So huge, crude and unwieldy stone tools of the earlier period were replaced by small, sharp, pointed tools called microliths. These tools were much sharper than which were used in Paleolithic age, and people, they started living in artificial shelters. Next is Neolithic period. Neolithic period is the third period of Stone Age, and it is often referred to as the New Stone Age. Its time period is considered to be around 10,000 BCE to 4,000 BCE. Only Homo sapiens were found during this period. Over 10,000 years ago, there was no concept of farming in Paleolithic age and the Mesolithic age. But here in Neolithic age, people, they started farming. Farming communities began to be established. During this period, humans hunted and fished and began to learn how to domesticate animals and plants. People lived in small tribes and were involved in domestication of animals. So there is evidence of people living in permanent houses. There are also evidences of crop farming and cultivation during this period. So these humans started eating wild plants or crops like wild wheat crops, seeds. Then they came to know that some seeds could be eaten. So they came to know one more fact, that if these seeds fall on the earth ground, these seeds gave the rise to new plants. Then these seeds could be eaten, and one seed give the rise to many other seeds. Then the people get know that if they collect the seeds and the plants, the seeds, they get new plants. Collecting and planting seeds gives the birth to new plants. Seeds from the plants could give many plants. So this was the major innovation by the early humans. So they started farming. Now they understood there would no need to travel for hunt to animals. So by farming, they were able to plant more plants. Farming was the most important activity in Neolithic age. From hunting, man started farming. Food was easy available and they could able to grow plants anywhere. So hunting was a difficult task as compared to the growing plants. So it allowed them to settle life. They could settle at a place and people they started living in a settled life. So next is children here artifacts of the prehistoric period. So children, paintings and drawings were the oldest practice by human beings to express themselves by using cave walls. So these all evidences we get in our India also. So in our India, Bhimbetka, rock shelter of Bhimbetka in Madhya Pradesh is the most fascinating place. Bhimbetka means sitting place of the Bhima with a reference to Mahabharata. Archaeologists have discovered a set of rock paintings and the drawings in these caves. So these caves drawings gives us a lot of information about the life of prehistoric people. These paintings depict stick figures chasing and hunting animals. Some painting shows young and old people dancing and performing rituals. Main colors of these paintings are red and white. All these materials were used or were found in nature. So decorated rocks and caves with beautiful paintings and engravings. Paintings represent different scenes of historic life such as hunting, tribal rituals and ceremonies. So these paintings are nearly 9,000 years old. So there are over 150 Stone Age rock painting sites in India. For example, rock shelter of Bhimbetka in Madhya Pradesh. And another place is there in India, children, Hansgi Valley, located in Gulbarga district in Karnataka, India. And our archaeologists, they got so many large number of stone tools. So people lived there in large number. Considered as a factory. Why it is considered as a factory site? A site where stone tools were manufactured in a large number. So recently excavations was focused on the Isampur quarry that yielded more than 15,000 stone tools. The site date between the 5 lakh and 2 lakh years ago.